Welcome everyone, Ruby Ramirez, Awesome Analytics. Today we'll be talking about database management system and how it's right for us as a company. So what is a database management system? A database management system, DBMS for short, is a software designed to, as the name suggests, manage data in a database. So just think about it as a container that stores information and data. Currently, our storage structure is costing us money. It's a file-based system. So there's folders within folders within folders with different file types within different folders. Equally, in this system, there's no concurrent editing. So multi-user editing is not possible. If Tom wants to edit a file that Susie has open, he has to wait. And so this wait time translates to not being productive, and not being productive is pretty much losing us money. Equally, the system allows for high redundancy, so there might be different versions of the same data within a folder. So V1, V2, Final 2, Final 3 might exist, which is inefficient. So this translates to high storage space cost and money lost from us. In this system, equally, there might be low quality data because we don't know which one is the authoritative data, so there's no validation mechanism set in place. Human error can lead to data loss. So Tom might have accidentally deleted an entire folder, or he might have deleted a component and we might not have had that backed up. And anyone can see the files, so the data is not secure. So I can go in, I can snoop around, and the data that we have is confidential. So it is not good for the company. So now when we grow as a company, we'll have more employees, and more employees mean that we need to have more file directories. And so what happens is that it's going to create file clutter. And because we have all of these files existing in a file directory, there will be no user control. Anybody can go in. There's going to be data loss, security breaches, redundant data, and high storage cost. So it's not good for the company. So here we have an example of a database management system and a structure of a stored database. This is the database management system, and within this database management system we have various databases, and within the database we have our information or our data, and this database management system can exist on our servers or on the cloud. So what do we benefit with a database management system? Well, we benefit by having decrease in data loss, we have increase in security, we have concurrent editing, we have data consistencies, we have data independence, and we have improved backup and recovery strategies. So what are some of the disadvantages of a database management system? There's high investment, meaning that we have to buy servers and invest in human resources. There's complexity, meaning that we have to be very careful and understand the database design that we want to implement. And of course, it requires maintenance, constant maintenance, which translates to cost. So what efforts do we need for DBMS implementation? Well, first of all, we need your support. Without that, we're not able to implement. Apart from that, we need to plan how we're going to migrate our current data storage into a DBMS. We need to do a cost benefit analysis because we need to see if it's feasible and how much is something going to cost. We must use the right software and hardware for our business needs. We equally need to choose the correct design, database design, to meet our needs. We need to ensure that we do not complicate the database design. We need to test, develop, and implement and send to production. So not implementing a DBMS at Awesome Analytics will cost the company if we do not centralize the database in the longer run. Reason being is that we're going to have constant data loss, we're going to reduce data quality, we're going to have redundant data, and potentially we're going to have security breaches. Here at Awesome Analytics, in the geoinformatics department, we would have our centralized database. Because we would have the centralized database, we'd be able to do web apps, web maps, mobile GIS, internet GIS. We would equally have an enterprise geodatabase. So what are the next steps? We need to evaluate our current information technology infrastructure and reach out to human resources for potential spatial data administrator or train individuals within our company. Thank you.